So you've been there, right? You walk into this super high-end conference room. The video wall is perfect, but the audio is just a total mess.
Oh, absolutely. The sounds coming out of the display's tiny speakers when there's this, amazing ceiling array right there.
It's that classic problem. The video and audio, they travel together in that one HDMI cable, but they need to end up in completely different places.
And trying to split them apart cleanly without a huge rat's nest of adapters and cables, well, that's where it gets really tricky.
Exactly. And that is the very specific headache we are tackling today. We're doing a deep dive into the Kramer MC3-2HAI. It looks like just another circuit board, but it's really a mediator in that messy audio-video divorce.
I like that, a mediator. I mean, technically it's a 4K 60 HDMI input card, but if you just look at the specs, you kind of miss the whole point of it.
Right, the context is everything. This is a modular input card. So it's not a standalone box. You have to slide it into a bigger chassis, right?
Yeah, it's a blade that goes into a Kramer modular matrix switcher. Think of the matrix as the brain, and this card is like a specialized ear or eye you plug into it.
And a very high bandwidth eye at that. The first thing you see is 4K 60, but the detail that jumped out to me was the color space support. It handles 4.4.4.
Which is so critical. I mean, for movie at home, you can get away with compression with 4.2.0 and you'd probably never notice.
But if you're trying to read text on the screen, like a spreadsheet or lines of code,
It's a disaster. That compression makes the text look fuzzy, you get weird color artifacts around the edges. 4.4.4 means zero chroma subsampling. Every single pixel gets all of its own color information.
and to push that much data 60 times a second, you need a seriously big pipe.
You're talking about a max data rate of 18 gigabits per second.
18 gigs.
Wow, exactly. That ensures this card isn't the bottleneck. It can pass through HDR10, deep color, the whole nine yards. And of course, it's HDCP 2.2 compliant, so you don't get that dreaded black screen with protected content.
Okay, but honestly, like you said, great video is almost table stakes now. The real reason we picked this card is its audio handling. It has these two little 3.5 millimeter jacks on it.
The bidirectional analog audio ports. This is where the magic happens. This is where the card really earns its keep by doing two things: embedding and de-embedding.
Let's break that down. So de-embedding, that's for when I have an HDMI signal coming in, video and audio together, but I want that audio to go to my big, powerful room amplifier, not the TV speakers.
Precisely. The card literally strips the audio out of the HDMI stream right there at the input. It then sends that clean analog audio out of one of those ports, while the pristine digital video continues on its way.
Okay, so then embedding is the opposite scenario. Let's say I've got a dedicated microphone system in the room.
Right, and you want that audio to be in the presentation, not the, silence or fan noise coming from the laptop plugged into the HDMI.
So you plug the mic mixer into that little jack.
And the card injects or embeds that audio into a HDMI stream, completely replacing the original audio from the source. It basically remarries the video to a whole new audio track.
That's huge for hybrid meetings. And we should probably mention, if you're not using those analog ports, it's still a beast with digital audio. It supports, what, 32 channels of uncompressed stereo?
Yeah, Dolby True HD, DTS HD. It's not compromising on the audio quality at all.
There's one more feature here that I think really ties it all together, and that's the intelligent ARC.
Ah, the audio return channel. This solves this smart TV problem.
The smart TV problem. I like that. So that's when the app, say Netflix, is running on the display itself. The video isn't coming through the matrix system at all.
Exactly. So your sound is stuck at the TV. It's completely bypassing your expensive audio system.
But with intelligent ARC, the audio actually travels backward down the HDMI cable.
To this card. And the card is smart enough to know, hey, this is audio coming back from the display, and it routes it out through those same analog ports to the amplifier.
So the user just uses their normal TV remote to control the volume, and it all just works.
It makes a really complex routing challenge completely invisible to the end user, which at the end of the day is the whole goal of good AV integration.
So this little card, the MC3-2HAI, it's not just some simple adapter. It's a full-on traffic controller for sight and sound.
It really is, and I think it speaks to the broader value of modularity. We always focus on the big, flashy displays, but it's these little swappable components that really determine the lifespan and adaptability of a massive system.
You don't have to rip everything out of the walls when a new standard comes along. You just slide in a new card.
That's the real definition of future-proofing right there.
Something to think about the next time you're in a room where everything just
Yeah.
works. Thanks for tuning in to this deep dive.